Hello, my name is Rosa Gonzalez and I'm going to explain you a little bit about sociolinguistics. I hope you enjoy it. Sociolinguistics is the study of the sociological aspects of language, that is to say the relationship between language and society. So how is sociolinguistics linked to the linguistic school of thought? Well, as we know, the school of thought is divided into four approaches: structuralism, generativism, cognitivism, and functionalism. The last one is which study is concerned with the function performed by language. In other words, it's focused on the relationship between language and culture, a person's culture. This school also explained that language is not only about right or taught grammatically correct, but also about how people use it and when, depending on their context. For example, every person speaks differently depending on the situation. If one is talking with a friend, the language could be more casual or informal. Meanwhile, if one is talking with a coworker, a teacher, or anyone with a higher charge or age, like a doctor, a teacher, or your boss, the language tends to be more formal. So, to what extent is sociolinguistics useful to explain linguistic changes throughout history? Well, it is very useful to explain linguistic changes throughout history because it is not only about talk or write grammatically correct, as I said before, it is also about the society, gender, age, social class, and culture, and because all these factors are important to understand a language and to know the different variations that are present in any language and how they influence all the changes that this language has had throughout history. Now, can we use sociolinguistics to do diachronic research? The answer is yes, because this is concerned with the way in which something, in this case language, has developed and evolved through time. And these changes are related with the area of study of the sociolinguistics, the sociocultural aspects of languages, since they have had an important role in the development of language. For example, there are words that has changed their meaning throughout generations, or new words has appeared, like the word chanciar, which is a Venezolanism. It is now used for young people, but it was not a common word for our parents' generation. How is sociolinguistics related to sociology, anthropology, and social psychology? The first one, sociology, is linked to sociolinguistics through the investigation of the role that language plays in the organization of social groups and institutions. With anthropology, it is the strongest connection since it's the science of humanity, which studies human beings and the features of society and culture that distinguish humans from other animal species. So it is related with sociolinguistics through the study of language and culture of human beings. And it is also related to social psychology about how attitudes and perceptions are expressed and how in group and out group behaviors are identified. For me, every property of human language could be addressed by sociolinguistics. Influence on the choice of sounds, grammatical elements, and vocabulary items might include such factors as age, sex, education, occupation, race, location, among others. So cultural transmission is important when acquiring a language, and depending on the factors mentioned above, the meaning of words can change. And if we refer to duality and productivity, we can see that language can be infinite. The sounds are limited, but the amount of words that humans can create by joining those different sounds are infinite. For example, an American English speaker may use such forms as he don't know nothing or he doesn't know anything. They are speakers of the same language but from different education level or place. According to the definition that we studied in class, I think the definition of language that is most sociolinguistic is the one given by Bloch and Trager in 1942, which says that a language is a system of arbitrary vocal symbols by means of which a social group cooperates, because they mention that it is how social groups cooperate, and sociolinguistic study, as I said before, the relationship between language and a person's culture. Other definitions just mention what is language itself, but not who uses it and its importance in social groups. They also mention that language is the human way of communicating and cooperating between them. And this is what sociolinguistics is about. Are sociolex, idilex, dysglossia, and bilingualism different aspects of the same phenomenon? Yes, they all are varieties of language. Sociolect is a variety of language associated with a particular social group, such as socioeconomic class, an ethnic group, or an age group. An idiolect, on the other hand, is the dialect of an individual person at one time. This term implies an awareness that not two persons speak in exactly the same way. And dysglossia is used for a speech community, where two languages or dialects are spoken. And an individual who speaks two languages is known as bilingual. And this phenomenon is known as bilingualism, that is the ability of a person of speaking two languages. Well, that was all, a little about sociolinguistics, and hope you like it. Thank you for watching.